getting back into the groove. Okay, this is a forced part 2 because I had no part doing more than one video. So let's recap. You have your windshield wiper blocks. They also work in the back. So again, your immediate threat is the guy in front of you. Your most dangerous threat is the guy behind you. So you block. Strike that guy, turn, boom, boom. Not what I'm about to do. Block, that's fine. Strike, that's fine. Turn. You don't do that. You saw me release the weapons, you just saw me throw my life away. So no, you do not do that. This is what you do. You blocked. That's a hit, and this guy tried to get a hit. So you blocked him, you blocked him. Immediate threat taken care of. Most dangerous threat next. Understand, you do not release these things. Under no circumstances are you going to be doing this shit. When you actually have to use these in combat, that's not what they're for. They're for protecting. Boom, that's a block. It's also a strike if you know Kimpo. Boom, boom. Now, if you got two people, again, block the guy behind you as well as the guy in front. The guy in front, turn, face the guy in the back. Now, the guy in front was the immediate threat. The guy in the back was the most dangerous threat. Why did I take the guy in the front out first? He was the closest opponent, for one. Secondly, I blocked this guy. He didn't expect me to block him. So I got a fighting chance with the element of surprise there. 9 times out of 10, the element of surprise could be in your favor or against you, which is why there was 2 guys to begin with. So again, block. I blocked the guy behind me. If you want to do it this way, we'll work it in reverse now. We're going to work on the most dangerous threat versus the immediate threat. Either way, you're going to figure out what works for you. You're either going to be really right, really wrong, or you're going to get really dead. Everything I did in the first video, you would probably consider to be really wrong because the immediate threat was not the most dangerous threat. And a lot of people are going to say that I was right. So again, you're going to get what works for you. So now we're going to do the most dangerous threat first versus the immediate threat. The problem with this is that the most dangerous threat, when you make him your primary target, the immediate threat has now become the most dangerous threat. Does that make sense? So, if I blocked you and I blocked this guy, and now I'm going after the most dangerous threat, I've lowered my guard to you, the immediate threat. Now you have become the most dangerous threat. So again, you're going to have to figure out what works for you. I went after the immediate threat in the first video because that just felt natural to me, because I blocked the most dangerous threat. I'd stop him, but I blocked him. But I can take out the immediate threat a lot faster than I can take out the most dangerous threat because of where my positioning was body-wise. So I blocked this guy, and I kicked this guy because he was the immediate threat. Now I turn to the most dangerous threat. I still have the block, but it's not going to stay there, you know. And I hit, boom, and I struck this guy and blocked this guy. If I turn this way, I got a fighting chance, but I did not stop the immediate threat. I only delayed him because I turned to the most dangerous threat. Now I have a bigger problem. This guy's still conscious, and I'm focused on this guy. Understand? With the immediate threat, if I take out the immediate threat versus the most dangerous threat, the immediate threat will no longer be a threat, which still leaves me with the most dangerous threat. Alright? It's really a complicated clusterfuck, but in the end, I think I did right by taking the immediate threat out so that I can turn to the most dangerous threat. Now, you don't have to agree with that. You probably want to do it the other way, which is you want to turn and take out the most dangerous threat first. Now, if I didn't have any weapons, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, take out the most dangerous threat first, because the guy you can't see is the most dangerous threat. But you can still take out the most dangerous threat and deal with the immediate threat if weapons aren't involved. But I have chobos, and I just use one to protect myself from the most dangerous threat. I also use one to attack and protect from the immediate threat. My chances of taking out the immediate threat is a lot more closer to my reality than my chances of going toe to toe with the most dangerous at the moment of this shit. When I'm blocking and I strike this guy, he's hurt. This guy's not. I just blocked the strike. So you're right and you're wrong at the same time. But this guy's hurt. Boom. He's no longer a threat. I still have the most dangerous threat to deal with. So I'm going to be set after I take out the immediate threat. Now, it's going to come off because many of videos I've done, I have said the opposite. So I'm clarifying now. I have chobos. Now, when the immediate threat has the guy behind you who's the dangerous threat, and there are no weapons, the most dangerous threat is the one you definitely want to take out first, because you don't have means of protecting yourself. When you have those weapons in your hand, you have a bit more of a chance of fighting the guy behind you last. Fights work differently. If you have never been jumped with somebody without weapons, it's going to be a little bit different when you get jumped with people who have weapons. Alright? When you get people who have weapons, they're both the most dangerous threats. I never clarified if they had weapons. However, I did clarify that I blocked the most dangerous threat, and I struck and blocked the immediate threat. And then I struck the immediate threat again, leaving this guy thinking, okay, I still got him. You still have a chance at me. You don't have me, because I still have a weapon in hand. But now that I'm unarmed, if I got a guy right here and a guy right here, I'm going for the guy behind me first. The reason of that being is because I can't see him. I know he's there, but I can't see him. This guy I can see. This guy I have in front of me, I have every option available to man. Because I have sight, I have hearing, and I have feelings. I can see him, I can feel him, I can touch him. No, we're not doing any taste test. But for you perverts that are, you can taste your opponent if you want. Good for you. But for my immediate threat, I'm facing him. His sidekick, on the other hand, I'm not facing him. I don't know what he has. I don't know what he's capable of. But I know he's there, and I know he's got to go before I mess with my immediate threat. And the reason why it's switched up when you have no weapons and when you are being jumped versus when you have weapons and you are being jumped, for me personally, I can take out my immediate threat, and then I can take out my most dangerous threat. Now, when I ain't got weapons, my most dangerous threat is the only threat. Because if I can see you, any move you make, I can adjust. I can't see you. Any move you make, I might not be able to adjust. But if I can hear you coming, and I can count your steps, and if I know how tall you are, which I won't because it'll be a blind strike, I know I need to be ready. If you're running, and the last thing you expect me to do is drop into a fetal position as you make some kind of attacking motion, you're not going to expect me to drop into the fetal position and get out of the way. You think that I'm just going to stand there and let that shit happen, because most people don't think that when you're going to jump somebody that they're going to just know that you're there and move. Again, if you've never been jumped by anybody, you don't know what you're going to do until it happens. I've been jumped on more than one occasion, so trust me when I tell you, you're going to know what you do once it happens. So you need to be prepared for that. That guy behind you is the most dangerous threat. When you don't have a weapon, he's the one you take. When you got a weapon, that weapon can be used to protect you. Alright? You can accidentally mess up your most dangerous threat by just purely accident. Especially if you have a bow staff. Because a bow staff has range. Chobos don't have no fucking range. Yeah, they really don't. So you're taking a chance with the chobo. But if you block and you strike with that chobo, you block the guy behind you and you strike the guy in front of you, you got a fighting chance. He's hurt. Finish him. He's already down. He's bent over. Wherever the hell you hit him, he's bent over. Boom. Finish him. Turn. You're set to go. You've taken out one threat. So, a lot of people are going to go, well, why didn't you do this? Boom. Boom, boom. I didn't eliminate this guy. All I did was open up a fucking problem for myself. What you fail to understand is by not taking out the immediate threat and focusing on the most dangerous threat while I have weapons, gives him a chance to recover. And what if he blocked it? What if he blocked this? and I focus on this without thinking, oh, I didn't stop that guy. You got to take all those variables into consideration. So if I block, and I block this one, and I turn the focus on this guy because he's the most dangerous threat. This was the immediate threat. I'm fucking up. Understand that shit. Now, if I got two guys, boom, I blocked this guy. He could have had a stick, it could have been an arm, it could have been anything. But I blocked it. That's him hitting that stick. Boom, I struck this guy. I didn't miss. I struck him. Right up in the ribs. He's crunched over. He's right there. Boom. He's going to fuck down. Now I'm turning. I'm straight. My most dangerous threat is no longer my most dangerous threat, but he is still a threat. Understand the concept. Having weapons gives you a tiny advantage, disadvantage. If he didn't have a weapon, then it wouldn't really be a problem. But let's say he has no weapons, and this guy has no weapons, but I have chobos. I'm the most dangerous threat to them now. They don't have weapons. It's not going to matter which guy I get, because they aren't armed. But in the scenario I gave you, they were armed. You just didn't know they were armed. However, let's give you one more bread and butter on that. They are armed with only martial arts skills. They've never fought anybody who's done Kempo and knows how to use chobos. Who's more dangerous, them or me? I'm more dangerous because I have the weapons. But they're good martial artists. However, I still have weapons. They don't. There's a catch-22 with me having weapons against two people. That catch-22 is, what if both of them get my weapons? And now I'm unarmed. You see how all these things play out? If I don't take them out, I got two guys. Boom! They don't have weapons. Crack, crack. He's done. When you get hit with something this solid, you're going to fucking know it. So it's probably only really going to be, I block this guy and I hit this guy. That guy's going to get hurt really bad that I hit first. I'm going to finish him. Because I'm not going to just lay there and fucking watch him reel in mercy and pain. No, fuck that shit. I hit him with that stick. Boom. Now I'm going over after this guy. Now, I don't care if anybody doesn't like what I have to say. I'm going after this guy because he's right there. His buddy's on the ground. He's no longer an issue that I am totally concerned about. He is an issue still, but I'm not as concerned about him because he's not standing. This guy's still standing. If I hit him right, if I hit him where I'm supposed to hit him, he's not going to be breathing because I'm hitting him in this area. That's why he's not an immediate threat anymore. The dangerous threat is the one that I have to turn and face now. I'm going to make sure when I hit this guy, and I block here, and I strike this guy, if he blocked, he's still going to be in pain, which is why I'm going to kick him. Boom! Boom! I'm not just going to lay there. This is still blocked. This still has some window of protection. See, I can still do this shit while kicking this guy. I understand. Multitasking is a part of martial arts. So, I'm blocking. Boom! I just struck this guy. I'm blocking this. And I can kick. Because he's right there. I can't kick this guy. I just blocked him. I don't know what's happening next. So, from here, boom. Now, this is a block and a strike. If I'm lucky, it's both at the same time, but let's just say he blocks it. This guy's blocked from my block. I need to do something so that I can gauge this guy as well as this guy. So, if I block, engage, I need to get to where I have control, where I can see both of them. I am no longer going to let them be behind me. Alright? Anybody who comes up behind you has tactical advantage. This is why you need to be aware of your senses. This is why you need to be aware of everything and everyone around you, or shit can go wrong. It's also why you don't do this. That's why. Okay, Instagram, let me apologize to you now. This shit is pausing. So I'm going to end the live, and I'm going to tell you to go to Kung Fu Havoc number 2. I'm going to end Kung Fu Havoc number 2, and I'm going to make another video about tonfas and bound fighting. So you guys can go to YouTube and find it there. Thank you for watching. I'm Echo Fang Grey Wolf. YouTube, thank you for watching. I'm Echo Fang Grey Wolf. I'll make a third part.